So we're looking at the 4th round for the Flower Power Hexagon small motif. And with this particular round, we're always starting in the middle petal stitch from the previous round, and we're going to make a circle as we go around. Now, I'm not going to work over all the petals, but the same process applies as you go around. So what I'm wanting to do in this case is work in the 3rd loop. Now, you can work through both loops, or you can work through just the back loop, or you can work through the 3rd loop only. One of the reasons why I like working through the 3rd loop only is it just gives a bit more definition to the flower and really makes it pop. So when you're making something like a bag, it looks particularly effective if that flower really pops out in each motif. So yeah, I tend to use the 3rd loop, but you can use whichever loops you like. It's really up to you. So to find the 3rd loop, I'm just going to turn my flower over a little. So I'm folding it forwards a little, and you can see here that's the back loop, and the 3rd loop is lying just underneath that. So a parallel, running parallel to it, just here. So I'm going to pull my yarn through there and commence my next colour. Or if you like reusing a colour from previous rounds, then obviously just reusing that colour. But anyway, we're starting a new colour because we want to define the circle of the flower, make sure the petals still stand out. So in that first stitch, which is the central double crochet stitch from the petal from the previous round, we're going to make a single crochet. And then in the next 3rd loop along, another single crochet. So basically at the top or tip of each petal, you'll have 3 single crochet stitches all around. So we want to keep the stitches at the top of the petals fairly short, and then we're going to make longer stitches as we work into the base of each petal, because we want to make a circle essentially, so then we can turn that circle into a hexagon in the next round. So once I've done those 2 single crochet, then in that next double crochet stitch, I'm going to work a half double crochet stitch, and then I'm going to work a double crochet stitch into the 3rd loop of the next stitch along, which is a half double crochet from the previous round. All right, now we're heading towards the base. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work a 2 double crochet together stitch. It will just give it a little bit of bulk at the base, and I'm going to skip the single crochet stitch here from the previous round. It's quite difficult to work into the 3rd loop of single crochet stitch, and if you've got that 2 double crochet stitch together stitch over the 2 petals, it gives it the bulk anyway, so you don't need to worry about that stitch. You can just skip the single crochet. So I'm going to work back into the same stitch as I just made the double crochet before. So now I'm going to work a 2 double crochet together stitch. So I'm making the first bit of my double crochet, and then I'm going to start to make a double crochet in basically 2 stitches along. So we're skipping the single crochet there, and we're moving to the next half double crochet and looking for the 3rd loop at the back. I'm going to insert our hook through there like so, and then we're starting to make a double crochet again. So now you can see that we've got 3 loops on hook, so I want to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So see here how we've got those 2 double crochet stitches essentially work together into 1 stitch for the next round, so we're not making an increase there. And now what I'm going to do is work another double crochet stitch into the same stitch as what that 2nd stitch of the 2 double crochet together was made. So we're just adding a little bit of bulk at the base of the petals, like so. Right, so we've got our taller stitches there, and we're starting to move up towards the top of the petal again. So what we're going to do next is a half double crochet stitch in the next stitch along. And then finally, over the middle of our petal, so the 3 middle stitches of our petal, we're going to work single crochet stitches. So there's 3 of those. So basically what you're doing is the shorter stitches at the top of the petals and the taller stitches when you work towards the base. So that's those three. I'll just go down to the base of this one and then I'll explain how you finish off this round. So what I'm doing is working a half double crochet next, and then I'm working the double crochet in the next stitch, which is a half double crochet from the previous round. And then I want to reuse that stitch to make our 2 double crochet together stitch. So starting off the process, leaving 2 loops on the hook, and then we skip the single crochet, moving to the next half double crochet along in the next petal. And I'm going to start the process of making a double crochet again. And now we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and then make a double crochet stitch in that stitch again. So if I was to work around in the same manner as what we've done there, so I'm making my shorter stitches at the top, taller stitches as I move around the base of the petals, what will happen is we'll get to the end of the round here, and I'll work my 2 double crochet together stitches over the last petal stitch from the last petal on the round and the first petal stitch of that first petal on the round, then work a half double crochet, and then you'll see here I'll have 1 stitch left as the pattern it describes that you need to make a single crochet, because we only made 2 when we started and we need 3 altogether at the top. So I'll make a single crochet and then slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch that you made in the round. So it's actually pretty simple. It's just always 3 single crochet at the top of the petal, and then working a half double crochet and then a double crochet, and then reusing the same stitch and 2 stitches along to make your 2 double crochet together. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward, and you'll have a circle. Now it doesn't matter if the petals are ruffling a little bit at this point in time, because once you make the hexagon they will sit a little bit more flat. The other thing is that they are designed to actually have a little bit of a 3D effect, so they do pop in your bag projects as well. Hope that helps.